Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host Bastion, and this is Let's Play Final Fantasy Adventure Remake. I keep calling it that, and it's not on purpose. I'm not being clever. I just can't help calling it that for some reason. It's very strange. Yeah, so this is second Densetsu. I forget how they... Oh, she died while she was off screen. That is very frustrating. In Japan, they have a funny name for this game. It's like Second Densetsu Retold or something like that. Something indicating that this is a new telling or something to indicate, hey, this is a new version of the first Mana game. But I forget what it is. Why? Oh, there's the weapons. I've also decided that I'm going to try my best to use the bow because it's the only thing that's useful against some of these enemies, and I just have to accept that it's annoying to use. Okay. Jumping up. Alrighty then. So yeah, by the way, I still don't really exactly know where I'm going. I kind of know where I'm going. I know that what I have to do is have the female character attack the slime guy, not the meta ball thing, which is very interesting because I swear Nicolo specifically said that only I could attack those things, which is why I didn't even bother trying, but I guess I completely misunderstood. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do what my memory reminded me of. I mean, let's be realistic here. I've already beaten this game before. My whole philosophy about walkthroughs is if I've already beaten the game and I'm stuck and I feel like I'm kind of phrasing this all a little wrong. So my basic opinion on walkthroughs is I try to not use them. I try to figure it out myself. If I can't figure it out myself, then I will, you know, I will make a concerted effort. I'll spend quite a while trying to figure it out. But if I just can't, if I spend several days and I just can't, I'll go ahead and use a walkthrough. If after I've beaten a game and I'm playing the game a second time, all bets are off. I'm perfectly comfortable using a walkthrough in those instances. So I will feel free to use a walkthrough at any point. If anything starts to give me even the slightest bit of trouble, it's going to be walkthrough time. Because I learned that trying to play Final Fantasy Adventure a second time without a walkthrough was driving me insane. So no more of that, thanks. Okay, so now I'm going to need to bring her back to life. Thank goodness I have an item for that. Angel Grail. Not on me, obviously on her, because she's the one that's dead. And then what I don't know is how do I switch to her? I mean, I do vaguely remember that there's an ability to switch between characters, but I have no idea how to do that. Is it in this menu? Doesn't seem to be. You know, maybe that's something that I'm going to have to figure out off screen. I'll be back in just a minute. Hey guys, welcome back. I have finally figured out what button allows me to switch between the characters, so that's exciting. It was not a button I was thinking it was going to be. I'm going to be very glad, by the way, when this particular session is over. Which I'm planning on recording quite a few sessions, quite a few episodes all in the same session, so that won't be anytime soon, but it will be nice when I can go ahead and get the gamepad. I'm nowhere near it right now. It's at home, and I am not at home, so it's going to take a little while for that to occur, but oh well. Treasure chest. I love how in the mana games you open treasure chests, well, at least from Secret of Mana onward, by violently shaking them and throwing them on the ground. That's pretty awesome. Something tells me I don't need to worry about the bow anymore, so I think I'll just go ahead and switch out of it. Or at least not anytime soon. Okay. So now I'm in the vicinity of Vinquet, and of course if you've watched the previous episodes, or the previous series of Final Fantasy Adventure, you'll know that Vinquet Castle, or whatever, Villa, Vinquet something or another, is the home of some vampires, or a vampire. I have now done a class change. I'm a fighter. That's cool. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's because I started the whole video game thing with Zelda, basically. Well, I mean, I guess the original Super Mario Brothers was probably my first video game, but the first game that, like, really, got my imagination going was the original Legend of Zelda, which has you basically just swinging a sword, and it wasn't anything much more complicated than that as far as action adventure goes, so that's just my preferred method. I know it's probably much more exciting to do things like, you know, the monk type or whatever, and you would think that since this is my second playthrough I might want to do a different class, but I just don't want to. It just doesn't sound fun to me. I'd just rather do what I like doing, which is walking up to stuff and wildly swinging my sword, which is probably not as exciting. It'd probably be much more interesting for you guys if I was a mage and casting exciting spells and whatnot. Sorry. I will mention that I do plan on playing Secret of Mana at some point, and I do not plan on playing it as a multiplayer game with other people physically in the room with me. In case you're not familiar, one of the Super Nintendo emulators out there allows you to do online play, supposedly. Now, I've never actually seen... Well, that's a cool tree, but what's its deal? I've never actually seen it in person work because it sounds a little complicated to get going, but so what I'm saying is at some point I'm going to see if there are people out there who are watching these videos who might want to play some Secret of Mana with me. It won't necessarily be the same 2 other people every time. It might be you know, we might have different people each episode, just depending. I don't really care about those things very much. Probably should, but I don't. But anyways, that could be a lot of fun. And then what we'd probably do is, north is where I want to go to. What we'd probably want to do is have like a Skype session so to pick up the audio, so I might require that the people who are playing to have fairly decent microphones so it's not annoying audibly and whatnot. So let's see here. Well, here's the... Oh yeah, they have specifically said that it only opens up at night, and it is now not night, so we're going to have to do a little bit of enemy killing until it becomes night. So I think that would be fun to play with some of you guys, play Secret of Mana. My plan is to, even though I'm a huge Zelda fan, my plan is to play a lot of the Mana games as Let's Plays on this channel. And you might ask, well, why aren't you doing the Zelda games? And, oh, hey, it's Nicolo. I've got some new stuff I can let you have for 50, Luca. 50? It's Cactus Essence. All you do is plant it in a pot, and voila, you got a hothouse. Check it out once you find a pot. Cha-ching! Thank you much. You're quite the shopper. Well, I'll see you later. Receive the Cactus Essence. Yay! You know who's gonna be in there. Well, maybe you don't, but if you're familiar with Mana games from Legend of Mana onward, it's Lil Cactus. Little Cactus. He's so cute. Yes, I will speak to him. And then after I leave, watch what Little Cactus does. He goes and writes a little journal about what I talked to him about. Isn't that cute? Yes. So then you can go and read the wall where he was writing, and you get his interpretation. The chief is what he calls me. The chief met a friend from long ago. Their relationship's always rough, with all of their babbling and two-fisted squabbling. You'd think they'd just get married and stuff. Oh yeah, he writes in poem form. Then over here we've got a forging thing, but I don't think I can do that yet. And then up here we've got the orchard situation. There's Trent. My cousin's name is Trent, by the way. That's kind of interesting. Choose 2 seeds. I'll choose the round seed and the flat seed because those are the only seeds I have. And then eventually what will happen is up there, up this lattice thing, it will eventually grow some fruit. And then that fruit can help you in battle. I don't remember if I talked to Little Cactus or not. A second time. He'll write journal entries for each major event that occurs. So he's probably got, you know, quite a few. Nope, I guess that's all he really needed to talk about or write about. Okay. What's down here? Pathway to Scaley Lair. I'm just waiting for it to become nighttime so I can head up into Vinquet Hall. Needlebeak, or one of his brethren. Wow, they're wailing on me. I'm gonna step back and do my fancy attack. Yay, level up. Okay. Scaley. Oh yeah, we were supposed to be heading to Wendell, but Wendell is blocked or something or other. So that's why I have to go to Vinquet Hall. If I were the one designing this game, I wouldn't have mentioned anything about Vinquet Hall until after you get to the pathway to Wendell, and then you find out that it's blocked, and then she's like, oh, we should go. I don't know. Anyways. What I mean to say is this game is designed perfectly, of course. It's just sometimes I feel like games... Oh, okay, it's starting to get dark. Oh gosh, I think I might have messed it up. I might not be able to get there in time. We'll see. Well, I mean, at least it's not permanently messed up or anything. It's not like a Sierra game. Where if I didn't have the foresight to create a save state, basically. Oh, I'm confused. You naughty bat for confusing me. Okay, no longer confused. Now let us dash. I better get there in time. It would be very frustrating if I did not. Oh no, I think it is starting to get light already. Ah, and it did. Oh my gosh. Super frustrating. Okay, well, you know, and actually the time of day is only dictated by entering and exiting screens, so I'm going to basically cheat, I think, by entering and exiting. Yep, there we go. It's not like one of those games like Second Densetsu 3 where it's like real time. It's just... Here we go. Okay. Now we'll head into Vinquet Hall. Next time on the next episode of Let's Play Second Densetsu Remake. Sword of Mana, that's what it's called. See you guys next time. Bye.